Sharper, sportier, and much more sleek, Triumph is back to redefine the middleweight segment. The 2026 Daytona 660 isn't just a facelift, it's a focused evolution designed to dominate the streets and thrill on the track. I'm Ava, and welcome back to Vision Effect TV. Let's take a walk around this beauty. At first glance, the 2026 Daytona 660 looks familiar, but the devil is in the details. Triumph has introduced what they call the unleashed design language. Notice the bodywork. It's now even more sleeker, with refined fairing lines that aren't just for show. They significantly reduce buffeting at high speeds. The most striking change is the face. Those twin LED headlights are now sharper, featuring a new light signature that gives the bike an almost predatory look. Move your eyes to the cockpit, and you'll see the premium touch. Clear anodized aluminum parts on the top yoke and revised handlebar clamps that scream British craftsmanship. And let's talk colors. For 2026, we're seeing 3 high-impact schemes: satin granite with satin jet black, the classic carnival red, and my personal favorite, Snowdonia white with sapphire black accents. The graphics are more minimalist this year, letting the sculpted 14-liter fuel tank take center stage. But it's not just about looking good. It's about how you feel on it. Triumph has kept the everyday sport ergonomics, meaning the clip-ons are still mounted above the top triple clamp. This gives you a sporty, tucked-in feel, without the back-breaking aggression of a dedicated track bike. The seat height remains a friendly 810 millimeters, but they've narrowed the standover width, making it even easier to plant your feet at a stoplight. It's the perfect blend of sharper aesthetics and real-world comfort. Now, let's get into the soul of the machine, the performance. The heart of the Daytona 660 is that iconic 660 cubic centimeters inline triple engine. For 2026, Triumph has refined the internal friction components to make the rev climb even more linear. We're looking at 95 horsepower at 11,250 revolutions per minute and 69 newton-meters of torque. But numbers only tell half the story. What makes this sportier is that over 80% of that torque is available from as low as 3,125 revolutions per minute. This means you get that signature triple-cylinder grunt the moment you twist the throttle, whether you're exiting a tight hairpin or overtaking on the highway. The biggest mechanical upgrade for 2026? The Triumph Shift Assist, their world-class quickshifter, is now standard equipment. It's been recalibrated for smoother upshifts and downshifts, even at lower revs, making the ride seamless. And let's talk about the soundtrack. The 3-in-1 exhaust system has a new internal baffle design, giving you a deeper, throatier roar that honestly sounds like a much larger displacement bike. But power is nothing without control. Triumph has completely overhauled the handling package. Up front, we now have the high-spec 41mm Showa Big Piston Upside-Down Forks SFFBP. For this year, they've added adjustable preload and compression damping, allowing you to dial in your setup for a track day or a soft Sunday cruise. At the rear, the Showa monoshock gets a revised linkage ratio to improve mid-corner stability. Stopping power has also seen an upgrade. We're looking at twin 310mm discs gripped by Triumph-branded 4-piston radial calipers. The new Continental ABS system is now lean-sensitive, meaning the bike monitors your pitch and yaw to prevent wheel lock even when you're leaned over in a corner. And for the final touch of sportier performance, the tires. Triumph ditched the standard street rubber for the Metzeler Sportec M9RR as the factory fitment. These tires heat up incredibly fast and provide elite-level grip in both dry and wet conditions. Whether you are toggling through the sport, road, or rain riding modes via the updated TFT display, the bike feels telepathic. It's a precision instrument designed to make every rider feel like a pro. The middleweight Sportbike segment is a battlefield, and the Daytona 660 is right in the crosshairs of some heavy hitters. First, there's the Honda CBR 650R. The Honda gives you that creamy, four-cylinder smoothness and the new e-clutch option, but it feels a bit heavier and less flickable than the Triumph. While the Honda excels at touring, it lacks the raw, mid-range punch of the Daytona's triple engine. Then, we have the Yamaha R7. The R7 is a dedicated track weapon with a much more aggressive riding position, but let's be honest, its parallel twin CP2 engine, while torquey, feels a bit flat compared to the Daytona's 95 horsepower top-end rush. The Yamaha is for the track day purist. The Daytona is for the rider who wants that performance without needing a chiropractor after every ride. And we can't forget the Aprilia RS 660. On paper, the Italian is the Daytona's biggest threat. It's lighter and packed with electronics. But there's a catch: the price. The Aprilia is significantly more expensive, often sitting in a different tax bracket. The Daytona 660 manages to offer about 95% of the Aprilia's thrills, but at a much more real-world price point. It's the smart buyer's choice, offering more character than the Japanese twins and better value than the exotic Italians. It's not just competing, it's carving out its own kingdom.